Hey everybody, welcome back to another Quickstream. My name's Tom and this is what I do on Tuesdays. Except I'm lying to you, I'm doing this on Monday. I'm just going to put it out on Tuesdays because I don't have any time on a Tuesday anymore. So, this song I'm going to do this week, it's by a band called Open Hand, off an album called You and Me, and the song is called Hard Night. I'm going to go into a bit more detail about this song. I'm going to try and stick to the half-hour thing, but if that doesn't quite happen, I'm okay with it. This band, I've done a few more albums since, but this album for me, You and Me, is top notch. It's like someone made an album specifically for me. They took all these cool like stoner rock, desert rock vibes, added a little bit of psychedelic guitars and some congas in some of the songs, really wicked production, and I completely rate this album. It's fantastic to listen to all the way through, and this is basically the last track of the album. One of the reasons I like this so much is it's this huge epic send-off, but it's also completely simple, and I love having both of those in the same song. A lot of it is in D, so it's drop D, and because it's also it has that do-do-do-do-do-do kind of feel to it, and it spends a lot of time just in open D. However, when it does change chord, for all of about 16 bars at the end, it's this huge delayed gratification, and if you've stayed with the song up until then, it's this huge payoff, and it's a great way to close an album. So, a lot of what I'm doing is going to look very similar. It's going to look like I'm doing a lot of the same thing, but when it hits, especially right at the end of the video, I'm hoping you'll appreciate it too, as much as I do. If not that, just a little bit less, because I think it's neat. So, we've got our Pro Tools up here. We've got our tempo at 146, we've got our click, we've got our drums ready to plug in. Here we go. I'm going to have to start this at sort of, maybe not that zoomed in, that's crazy talk. We'll count off from bar 14, because there's quite a long guitar intro. And let's make it bar 13, let's have a bar intro. There we go. So a lot of it's just foot and both and foot, foot, both. Really, really nice and easy. Really, really cool, relaxed drumming. And it's done. So let's turn that down. Get this lead out of here so I can plug it into my bass. There we go. Wonderful. By the way, it would be interesting to see just how many of you have heard of this band, this album, this song, because it did get featured on an episode of Viva La Bam at some point, and it is just really, really cool. But one of those things that sort of passed a lot of people by, and those that did see it sort of kind of ambivalent, which is really disappointing for me because I'm raving about it, going, oh my god, have you seen this band, have you heard this song, it's so cool, and trying to go into it, and it just seemed like it was made for me. Okay, let's see if we've got any sound coming up. Yeah, there we go. Now, the temptation, because it is this sort of desert rock, stone rock vibe, is to drown it in fuzz, and I've got a big muff in the drawer over there, but that's not what we're going to do. We're going to keep it sort of fairly clean, but we are going to drive this hardcore bass attack, because you can do that, and as a result we've got this kind of sound coming through. Let me see if I can turn that. So it's just this overdriven without being put through an overdrive. Let's give it a chance, shall we? so that is just a small snippet of that chord change in the end, which, given the cut in the song on the original record, doesn't come in until like 4 minutes, which is insane, sort of. It's like the rest of the song, as many seconds as it is just an intro up until then. And oh, it just gives me the warm and fuzzies every time I hear it. It's lovely. So, that is the bass and the drums done. I'm going to add in another track now. This is where it gets slightly tricky because all across this album they have multiple guitar tracks. You know, some doing the bulk of the heavy lifting in terms of chords, and mostly power chords. Some doing lead lines, but some doing just noodly little bits all the way through, and just adding extra texture, extra timbre into the song. So, haven't quite figured out how to split up all of it yet, but what I have figured out is how to get the sound I want. What I haven't done is plugged in the amp or the microphone. So, let's do that first of all. Let's get this XLR lead out of here. Here we go. Here we go. Get that as close to the speaker as I can. And then power for the amp. Now, for this one I am using a couple of different pedals to get the sound I want. You might have heard me refer to a previous video. I've got a Cake and Bread SFT, and that is essentially Queens of the Stone Age in a box. It's a glorious little pedal, but I've also set it up in tandem with a carbon copy delay, so when it comes to a bit in the song, just whack that on, and it sounds super eerie, but really, really, really cool. So yeah, this is just the clean tone. Let me turn it up a tiny bit. And then this is with the SFT as well. Now in order to keep this going, I am going to turn the click up a little bit. I'm also going to plug my headphones in because I've learnt enough from the previous videos to know that the amp is really loud in the room and difficult to hear the rest of the song. So, here. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Just saw the monitor levels way down. Oh no, you just listened to just me playing this for about 3 minutes. So if you skip that bit of the video, I'm not going to be offended. Right, new track. We'll put that as lead guitar. And for this one, we'll have to start all the way at bar number 2. Or bar number 3, I think, technically. Is that right? Bar 2. Right. So here we go. Click this one into here. Now I am going to turn that tone cut down. There we go. So it does vary a little tiny bit. I'm just going to turn the volume up a little bit and turn this up a little bit too. Cool. Okay. Oh. Stop. Record. Play. Okay. redid that because I was messing around with my earbud too much. Right, so bam, turn that all the way back. Click. Okay. Yeah, new guitar channel. So, new one, just for dissonance. There we go. Record. Put that into input number 1. Starting in the same place. This time, add a bunch of that. A little bit of that there, and we'll go all the way to here. And I'll say that will do. Right, the rest of the guitar making sound good, bad English. The rest of that stuff we'll do in the edit. In fact, let's do a little tiny bit of it now because I'm going to be singing along next and I want to make sure it sounds pretty alright. So, first things first, let's zoom all this together, get a new track going up, and we'll call that Fox. Okay, so guitar. We'll put in electric guitar. We'll add byte number 2. See how this sounds. Just getting it sounding real nice and trebly, and yeah, this one we'll add crush because it sounds great. Lead guitar, do a very similar thing, except we'll add the red 2, and we'll add guitar lead. Hear how that sounds now. So let's hear how that all sounds all together. There is one thing I do need to do, and that is go into this lead guitar section, and I want to see the volume, because I want to rewrite that lead guitar part. It starts off, it actually starts off really low in the mix. So something like that. goes. So, get our folks lined up. I'll just take it out. It's a simpler solution, isn't it? Does mean I have to use a little bit more mic control. Check, check, 1, 2. Let's not have a count off. Let's have just a little test to see how much volume is coming up on this. A little bit more? Yeah, a little bit more. Perfect. Woo! Hello. Okay, good. I don't know why everyone says hello into microphones. It's better than doing 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, now, in this there is a big old screen right at the very, very beginning. So, I'll turn this up a bit. Right, opening with a big old screen. Let's see what we can do. that's it. That is all of the song. There's no more vocals after that. So, let's add some delay, just a little bit, because I always think it sounds just a little bit better. cone filter 2 meter phase shifter. I don't want any of those. I just want it to sound excellent. So we're going to have just a little bit of depth, a little bit of rate, 38% wet and dry. Let's try from there. Would you happen to have the time to fly? Oh, here comes the flood. We will say goodbye to flesh and blood. Maybe a little less. Right, let's add some EQ. And a little bit of compressor. Let's see what it sounds like now. I want to ask you, would you happen to have the time? Okay, good. Let's go from the beginning, shall we? Thank you very much for watching this far. I love this song, and I'm really, really happy I get to share it with you. If you haven't heard the band, they're called Open Hand. If you haven't heard the album, it's called You and Me, and it's just a good time. It's about, what, 40 minutes or so of just good tunes, and it's a real journey, and I really, really like it. So if you haven't heard it, please listen to it. If you have heard it and you disagree with me, let me know. If you have heard it and you do agree with me, let me know, because I'm yet to find someone who likes the album as much as I do. Right. This is Open Hand, Hard Night. We've been recording for 38 minutes or a bit over, but that's fine. We got into a little bit more detail about the drums, the bass, the guitar, and the vocals. Here we go. Let's see how it sounds. Oh, dummy. Okay, now let's go and hear how it sounds. talking about in the beginning, where it's an all-in intro into the key changes. This is it. And there you have it. That is one of my favourite songs off the record. Otherwise, Tough Guy, Tough Girl, Take No Action, Pure Concentrated Evil, they're all winners. Plus that lead guitar line right at the very end, figured out yesterday, and it's just so much fun to play, especially the do-do-do-do-do-do-do, because it doesn't give you any chance to get back in, you just have to feel it. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. I know this one's a bit longer than the last two, but I really wanted to go into a bit more depth on this one. So, until I see you next time, enjoy yourselves, stay safe, and yeah, thank you very much. Bye-bye.